Hi guys, welcome to today's video. For those who don't know me, my name is Irene. I am passionate about skincare and makeup. I've been a makeup fanatic for so long, and it's been quite some time that I've been wanting to open my YouTube channel and start my Instagram. And I did this during quarantine, so during lockdown I started really working on what I've always been passionate about and what I love. And finally I was able to break that little, I don't know, I was too afraid to do it, and I was finally able to do so. So bear with me. I'm definitely a little bit nervous, but hey, we all start somewhere. Today I'm going to be doing something very special because I was sent over some gifts by Persona Cosmetics, and I received their Color Theory Eye Kit in Copper. And what I love about it is that it also came with a little guide of what type of looks you can create using the kit. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to play with makeup, we're going to enjoy it, and let's do it. And if it's the first time that you're on my channel, I would love for you to subscribe, and it would mean the world to me to continue to follow this journey with me. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you can hit the subscribe button, and that would mean the world to me. So let's get to it. Let's start. First, let me just go ahead and I'm gonna use this thing around my head. I don't get any makeup on my hair, which is already done. I'm gonna work on my complexion first. So for me, whenever it comes to makeup, it's very important to work on my skincare. I always say that skincare is a way to prepare your canvas. I am a huge focus on skincare. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, and if you do, I'm just gonna put my Instagram right here. If you haven't followed me yet, you're gonna see that I focus a lot on skincare, that I always promote making sure that you're taking care of your skin, and also for you to know that it's good to really understand what type of skin you have and what works best for you. So the products that I'm going to use today are not something that I want to recommend just in general. It's something that works for me. So I'm normally combination sensitive skin. I get oily on my T-zone, so these are the products that I use that have worked for me and worked great with my makeup as well. Let's go ahead, let's get started. So what I'm going to do today first is I've already washed my face. I've double cleansed. I'm going to start first with my Glowy makeup serum, and this one right here is from Luminous. I've been loving this. This serum has really improved my makeup and just in general how it looks, how it feels, and I'm all about the glow. So I'm just gonna do a little bit right there and add a little bit of hydration. It's very light on the skin, and it adds this glowy base. You can already see it right there on the camera to your skin. So a little goes a long way. The only thing, I only apply like 3 little drops, and that's how much I need in order to get that glowy base. Next would be my moisturizer, and the moisturizer that I've been loving is this one right here. This is the Daily Greens by Pharmacy. I have been obsessed with this one right here, and this is my second jar that I've been using. I just feel like it's really good for my skin type and also for the Miami weather. I live in Miami, it's super humid here, and I never want to feel sticky. I do want to look dewy, but this gives me that perfect dewy look without feeling sticky and without feeling that I have a paste all over my skin and my face. So it already moisturizes a lot, and it's very thin and refreshing. And I always like to do this motion right here around my neck, and this is something that I learned from my mom as well. She always was teaching me all these little tips and tricks to kind of follow my skincare routine. So whenever I do apply my serums and my moisturizer, I kind of massage my face, and I just feel that it's very relaxing, and it's that moment of like self-care and to connect with myself. The next thing that I like to use is something that I've been recently incorporated into my skincare routine, and this is the second bottle. I really wanted to test it first to see how it went, how it worked for my skin, and I have been loving it. This is from D'Alba Piedmont. This is the first Spray Serum right here. This is Korean Beauty, and I have been loving it. You have to kind of shake it. I really feel that it hydrates my skin, it makes my skin look glowy, and it has this most refreshing spray and feel on your skin. So I'm gonna let that sink in. You're gonna like to tab around so my skin really absorbs everything that I have applied, so that we can go ahead and start working on the base. So for today's video, I want to make my makeup look very natural. So it's not going to be a makeup that will have a lot of foundation. I'm definitely going to apply a little bit of foundation just to kind of like have a little bit of coverage, but I'm not about applying a whole lot of foundation on my skin. I really like to embrace the flaws that I have, and I like some of the freckles that I have on, so I kind of want to let that show, but at the same time I want to get this perfect dewy and luminous skin. So let's get to it. What I've chosen today, and this is a foundation that I've been loving lately. This is the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. This foundation is very, very light. I would say it's more to light to medium coverage, depending on how well you build it. And I am obsessed with this foundation just because I feel like it really works amazing for my skin. I don't feel like it's cakey on my skin either, and it also brightens my skin and my overall complexion. So I'll just start. I like to do like a little bit of tabbing motions to apply my base and my foundation. I'll just work through that. And what I did is I applied 2 little squirts right here of the foundation, and then I go in with my brush so I don't apply an excessive amount of foundation on my skin. I know that right now you probably see all over Instagram and all over Facebook and all videos on YouTube, a lot of girls that are applying foundation straight from the bottle to their face, and I just feel like it's a waste of product, and that you could get the same finish using less foundation, embracing your flaws, and letting your skin just look natural. And I think it's something that's also been changing with time now, is that before, if we think about makeup, we used to apply, and that's me back in the 2002, 2003, I would apply a lot of foundation on my skin, and I would look like a cake, honestly. I would look super cakey, and that's what I liked, and I think that was in. But now with makeup, it's more of achieving a natural finish and achieving a natural look. So that is what I love, and that is what you will see on my Instagram and on my YouTube always. Maybe one time I'll apply a bit more of the coverage, but pretty much every single foundation that I own allows my skin to breathe, and it gives me that coverage, which is normally light to medium. So now that I've applied my foundation, I'm gonna do a little bit of brightening for my under eye circles, and I'm gonna work on my concealer and contour. So to brighten under my eyes, I've been loving the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I'll just show you right here. This is in the lightest shade that they have. I received this one right here as a sample to test. And what I like to use is I use my It Cosmetics Heavenly Complexion Brush in number 7. I just use a little bit, and I apply it mostly in my inner eye, and then with my finger I kind of press around it. So I apply only the amount that I need. It really brightens your eye. You can already see a difference from one eye to the other. And I'll do the same here. So I don't apply it all over. I only apply right in the inner corner and right underneath to cancel out all that lack of sleep that I've had for the past few days. So I feel alive. It's definitely a big difference. After I've done that, I go in with my concealer. The concealer that I am trying out right now, this is probably the third or fourth time that I've used it. It's the Luminous Silk Concealer. This is from Giorgio Armani. I love the applicator. I feel like it's very, very nice, and this is in the shade 4.5. And I apply concealer right here, right here, right here. I do like 3 stripes around my eyes, and I do a little like figure right there, also down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, my chin, and next to here, because I always feel that I have like some type of darkness around there. So that's the amount of concealer that I apply. I really don't use that much. I feel like I prefer the skin to look not cakey at all. So now with my beauty blender, I'm gonna use the same spray, the first Spray Serum, and I'm just gonna spray a little bit on that. I'm gonna work with this and my concealer. So this concealer, I would say it's more of a light to medium coverage, depending on how much you apply on. But it definitely gives you more of a brightening and effect and more radiance. It's not a mattifying concealer, so I wouldn't recommend this concealer specifically to do, let's say, concealing like dark spots, or like for example right here, I'm not going to use it on if I have any breakouts or any acne. And I have just been using this like this, like really not that much around, and I feel that it gives me the perfect amount of coverage, and it also brightens my skin. So you can see the difference already in my skin. It gives you a very natural look. Now I'm going to work on contour, and I am obsessed with this product. I've been using this product since forever, and I have a new one that I recently purchased just because I know this one is about to die. But this is my Nude Sticks Bondi Bae. I love this shade. I've been using this for, I would say, since they came out with this one right here. I think it's a perfect shade to contour. You can also use it to bronze your skin. I prefer to use it just to contour. As far as bronzing, I have other bronzers that I like to incorporate, but you can use it to contour your face, to sculpt your nose, to make it thinner if you want. Sometimes what I do is like use it as a multitasker and apply it all over my eyes as well, to give me that perfect like natural kind of look. But today we're going to use it to contour and to work on and get a little bit chiseled all over. So let's do that. I feel like I have something right here. Let me just get rid of that. get rid of those. Perfect. So let me apply it right here. And when it comes to contouring my nose, I know there's a lot of people that really like use a brush. I don't use a brush, no, normally. I just use my beauty blender for that. And I also use my beauty blender to contour, because I feel that whatever is left from my concealer kind of helps that contour shade melt and blend with the base that I already have, and achieving a more natural finish. And it really depends to how much you want to apply. Since I'm looking for more of a natural look today, I won't be applying that much contour. If I want to reapply after, you always can, but I want it to look more of a natural makeup look. Maybe I'll apply a little bit more there, but I feel like, and now for my nose, I just kind of pinch my Real Techniques blender and I go around. And that's how I would contour my nose. Okay, I'm gonna apply a little bit more. I feel that something's missing. If you want to apply more and you don't want to go overboard, you can always use your beauty blender as well and just grab a little bit of that product and work through where you want to contour. And for me, I feel like I just need a little bit more right here. Like it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply a little bit of powder, and I don't tend to powder all the time, but sometimes I do, depending on the type of concealer. Since the Giorgio Armani is more of a dewy kind of finish, I still want to keep that dewiness, but I want to prevent my concealer from creasing or having any lines. So I just apply a really little amount of, very little amount of powder. So this right here is my Dior. This is the Dior Skin Forever powder in 001. I use this just a little tiny bit, and I apply it and then around my nose. And my T-zone. Mostly I work through my T-zone, just so I don't get oily. The rest of my skin and the rest of my face, I don't apply any powder whatsoever, because I really like the radiance and the glowiness that I get from the Luminous serum. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna work on right now with my cream blush. This right here is Rose Milk from M Cosmetics. I love the applicator of this one. It's so beautiful. And what I'm gonna do is just I apply it on my hand because a little goes a long way. And then with my IT Cosmetics brush, just tap it and I'm gonna work my cheeks. I think I'm gonna add a little more. Just gonna add a bit more color. I think it gives you that perfect natural blush color. I really like this because it has like that dewy finish. On two, what I like to do is then I pinch the brush and I apply a little bit on my nose so it looks like I have a little bit of a sun-kissed glow on it. I can't speak today. And I also, something different that I do than any other people that I see when they're applying their blush. A lot of people smile when they do their blush and they only apply it on their apples of the cheek. I kind of like to mix it with that contour all the way to the end to give me more of a sun-kissed look. That's how I feel. Now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and the bronzer that I'm gonna use is the Airbrush bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I am obsessed with this bronzer. This is probably my favorite bronzer out of all the ones that I have. I have a huge bronzer collection, but this is one of my favorite ones. I feel that it gives you that perfect airbrushed bronze sun-kissed Miami look. I don't know, it gives you that perfect look. So I'll just grab a little bit of that and I'll tap and I'll work through bronzer. And this right here is my Morphe E4 brush. I've been using this brush for, let's say, over 2 months, and I've been really loving the precision that it gives you for your bronzer, because it allows you to also use it if you are contouring with powder or anything like that. So I feel like I have a bit more control. Feel that it's easier for me to work through and apply bronzer wherever I need to. And now with this bronzer, that's when I bronze on the bottom. I don't like applying any cream on the bottom. Just, I don't know why, I feel like it's always gonna transfer to my clothes, so I prefer to use powder to work around the perimeters of my face. Apply a bit more right here just because I feel like I have a huge forehead. And that would be it for the bronzer. And then just a little tip or trick that I would say is to get more of that sun-kissed natural look. You grab a little bit of product and then you just do like a W, and it gives you that natural sun-kissed look. Now I'm gonna do a mix in order to apply my highlighter. And I'm gonna be using these two from Rare Beauty. I have the color Outshine and Mesmerize. These have been a favorite lately. I have been loving these highlighters. I feel like they give you that perfect highlighting look. I feel like it's more natural too. It's not like a blinding highlighter, so I've been able to use it to work as well. And it really depends. If you want to make it more blinding, you can apply more. It gives you that, I don't know, you could kind of play around and mix the colors to create your own. And that's what I did. So I applied Mesmerize and Outshine. I mixed both of them. And then what I'm going to do is with the same IT Cosmetics brush, I mix them around. I pinch it and then go in with my highlighter in the areas that I want to highlight. And then here, I'll apply a little bit on the sides. So that's how much I wanted a bit more. I needed some more highlight in my life today. I'll apply it right here. Down the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow. And then also right here. Loving the base. It's like glowing from within. That's how much I love these highlighters. They're absolutely beautiful. I didn't love the foundation, I'm gonna be quite honest right there. I just feel like the foundation wasn't the right fit for me, but the highlighters, I'm obsessed. So now that I have the base ready, now I can go ahead and use my Persona Color Theory kit. This is what I have right here, and I'll show you what came in with that kit. I received the Copper Color Theory Copper palette, and this is really beautiful, especially now for the fall and the winter. But I also feel that it's a very neutral palette. Some of the colors right here I would use on a daily basis, like the brown, to kind of give me more of a smoky eye, the light brown, or the off-white, which you can use also on a daily. So it's a very cute packaging. I'm obsessed. And it also came with a brown, it says 24-hour waterproof eye pencil. I haven't used it yet. It's right there. And it came with this blending brush. And I also received these two glosses, and this is in the color Hibiscus and Honey. Let me do a swatch. So this is Hibiscus, and this is Honey. So both of them are colors that I normally would use all year round, not only during the fall or the winter. So let's go ahead. For today I want to do a look that I would use, let's say a soft glam. Let's do a soft glam with this palette in general. So what I'm going to do is, I already have my eyes prepped. I don't want to apply concealer. I want it to look natural. I don't have anything on the base. I only highlighted a little bit right here. But what I'll do right now is, using the color light brown from the palette, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that product. I'm gonna use that as my base. This brush is very, very soft. Many of you will be wondering why I have started with my base prior doing my eyes, and it's something that it really doesn't matter to me. I feel like if I do end up having any fallout, I clean it with concealer or anything, but I've never really had an issue. Of course, if I'm creating like a really like glam look and using more of like black tones or grays, that's when I start my eyes first and then I do my base. But in this case, since it's more of a natural neutral look, I I went ahead and did my base. So I'm going to continue applying that color. And what I like to do is kind of like make a shape of a lifted eye. And using that same brush, just gonna go underneath. Something that I find very interesting is that the color here looks kind of white, but on the skin it applies like a really light brown. So I feel like it's different than when it looks on the palette. I like it though, very nice. Then I'm gonna go in with this color Brick. And I'm going to use the same brush that I got. And I'm gonna tap a little bit because I think I got too much. And I'm gonna use that for my crease. Color Copper, which has a little bit of shimmer, and I'm gonna apply that with my finger. Super nice. I love it. Now what I'm gonna do is just use a little bit of that brown with a different brush. This is more of a pencil brush. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that brown to kinda give me a smoky look just around my lashes. Because then I'm gonna go in with the eyeliner to give me a natural wing. You can leave it right there, or if you want to apply around your eyes as well, you can do that. But what I'm gonna do is something that I love doing. Let me just grab the brush. I like to use an angled brush for these type of looks. And I grab the product from the pencil with the brush, and then I work my way through. So I'll just first start here. And to give it more of a natural effect, I always go in with my finger at the end. because I don't want the liner to have any harsh lines. We'll do the same in the other eye. I really like this one. It's super nice. I think might be one of my favorites. Now I'm gonna apply mascara. The mascara that I've been loving lately has been the one from Seattle, London. This right here is the Triple Shot XXL mascara. I've been loving this mascara right here. Let me show you the wand. It's been lovely. I feel like I get a lot of volume from this mascara. It also, I don't know why, but I feel because it has this very defined and fine wand that I'm able to go through my lashes easier, and it doesn't give me any clumpiness or too much product at once. Then to do the bottom lashes, I only apply a little bit of mascara right in the middle because it helps you focus. Whenever somebody is looking at you, it focuses right in the middle of your eye and it looks more natural. I really like how this looks. And my favorite moment has arrived, and it's when I work with my brows. And I have been obsessed with this lately. I received this and I've been loving it. I feel like it's really changed my brow game completely. I like how my brows look. They look very natural. It's also made it super easy for me, just because with pencil sometimes it's hard for me to make my brows look natural. And I don't like any brows that are completely marked. I wanted to have a more of a natural finish, and you could kind of build up too, so it depends. If you're going more for a glam look, you can use a bit more product. If you want something more natural, you can do that as well. And I love that it's a kit. So this is from Joy Healy, and what you get with this kit is wonderful. So I'll show you first. This is the powder. This is called the Luxe Brow Powder, and this is in the shade Tobacco. You also get a spoolie with this brush right here that I love how the bristles are. Just, it really helps me get that feather effect on my brows. And then it comes with scissors, the tweezers. You get like a blade right here to help you kind of shape your brows as well, and another brush. So what I'm gonna do now is just grab a little bit of that product, just tap, and I don't know, but I feel like the brush already helps me kind of feather out my brows. And this was also part of, I think it was part of the other Best of Beauty for this year. It gives you a really natural look. I really love these. I like it. The brows are a total game changer. I feel like it's so different to what I used to use. And I know that, I mean, my Benefit Precisely my brow pencil is always going to be one of my favorites, but this has changed my life and I love it. You can use the entire kit. You can travel with the kit. It's easier. I have it inside of my bag if I want to do like a retouch throughout the day. It's super slim, easy to carry, and I love it. Thank you so much, Joey Healy, for sending this over to me so I can try it out. I'm loving it. And if you go to my Instagram, you're probably gonna see me. I'm gonna start like a little brow series right there where you're gonna see all my tips and tricks to create that perfect brow look. The only thing that I'm missing today now is just gonna be the glosses. And I don't know which one I'm gonna choose. I still have the swatches right here. Maybe because I really want it more of a natural look, I'm going to use the color Honey. And I'm just gonna apply it straight on my lips. Oh, it tastes like birthday cake. Yeah, it reminds me like birthday cake or a donut. And I didn't use a lip pencil today. Normally I would, but I wanted to keep it more natural. Maybe I think I want a little bit more color, and I know this kind of feels intimidating to do, but I may just apply a tiny bit because I feel like the other color was just washing me out. So I'll just grab a little bit of this one and I'll do a little mix to add more color to my lips. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, I really like the look. Super nice. The only thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit of highlight in my inner corner. For that, I won't use the Rare Beauty. I don't know why. I feel like for that I'm not a huge fan. I'm gonna use my all-time favorite Becca Opal. This has been part of my makeup collection. I think it's probably one of my first highlighters that I ever bought, and I've continued to repurchase it. It's that perfect champagne look. I'm just gonna use, this is my MAC, I've had this brush for forever. It's my MAC 210. And to finish off, I'm going to use my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I have been loving this. This is my third bottle. It really helps with complexion, and I use it to refresh throughout the day as well. It's a really natural look, and I use it as my setting spray. So that's the look that I created today. So I could not end this look without my statement earrings. I'm a huge statement earring person. I've always been into earrings, and I have a big jewelry collection. And for me, I feel like earrings set the mood of the day, and it really helps me because I really don't wear any colors on a day-to-day basis. As far as my clothing, I like more neutrals. So I always pick earrings that kind of pop. And for today, I wanted to use my Rock and Bone, and these right here are the Allegra Teardrop. This color is absolutely stunning, and mostly because we really want to support the breast cancer awareness and support all the women out there with this beautiful pink color. So I also picked these right here because they also have the little of an orange look in the bottom. I'll apply these. And I'll remove my headband. And that's it. That's the look. The other side. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the look we created. Thank you so much for staying till the end. This is definitely my first YouTube video that I've talked, and the other ones I've probably done only voiceovers or never really talked. So this is the first one that I actually do, and I've been a little bit nervous, but I feel myself, I really enjoy doing this. So thank you so much for those who stayed, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and set the alarms whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be uploading more tutorials soon, but stay tuned. Thank you so much.